So okay, you're at James Baldwin Park. It's the usual humid night on say a Saturday evening. That rain is just hanging out in the air, and you know it wants to come along. But all you see are a few other strange individuals in the park, just kind of standing around, looking a little lost and weirdly dressed.
So
which they are all of you.
What's the crime like in this park normally?
What's the climate like in this park?
Crime.
In
Criminals.
this park, if I recall correctly, Baldwin is in a little bit of a kind of alley area, so it's not really on a lot of people's radar. So I would say as far as crime in this particular part, it's not going to be very high. But once you leave the park and start going into the neighborhood, that's going to be a little more questionable.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But for all intents and purposes, Philadelphia closes their parks at about 8 or 9, so you're kind of technically loitering.
Gotcha.
Right. So amongst all of you, there's another large individual you see. He's almost 7 foot tall and built like a house. But he's just standing there, centralized in the park, and is not particularly animated. He does have a small screen on his chest that you can see in the dark, like it's either a cell phone. Stands there silently. So all of you arrive there in your own due time. Jasmine, you're rather amazed that you were able to get in touch with it all, because I imagine you've been sort of discreet about your abilities and what you've been doing. But the flyers, he had them up plastered everywhere in the city, and it just felt like a good idea to pull that piece of paper and call that number and see what happened. And so, what do you all do? Have a whole bunch of loiterers in the park.
Do any of us recognize the other heroes or whatever else up there?
If any of you have been functioning in the city and rather publicly, then yes, you might be recognized. But for the most part, I think none of you have been really official.
No.
Not yet.
My character would probably try to like work in the dark more.
Yeah. I have a whopping popularity of 0 actually. I have 5 in my public identity, so yeah, no one knows me yet. So.
Yeah, 5 of
so
5.
You're all just looking at other cosplayers in the park loitering after hours.
Basically, yeah.
In Baldwin Park.
Yeah.
With the giant Jason Voorhees looking dude over in the middle.
Exactly.
Oh, he also has an aluminum bat with him, but it's strapped to his back. He's not holding it in his hand.
Little Casey Jones wannabe there, or what?
Kinda. But you don't want to say it to his face, it looks like.
My character's wearing a suit that makes me kind of look like a hawk.
Excellent.
It reminds me of Condor Man.
Kind of, yeah, kind of. But it's more like a mechanical suit, like a powered, armored suit.
Gotcha. Yeah, so each of you just go ahead and describe yourselves to each other as you're sort of looking around the park.
That's the part nobody thought of.
Okay, you all look awesome.
I mean, so actually, yeah, let me see here. I was gonna try and put my picture up in there in the main things, that way you can see what my guy looks like. I'll do this.
Yeah, I tell everyone the name's Talon Hawk.
Wonderful.
Talent Hawk. Okay. Ozone.
There we go. I got it now.
Ozone. All right.
Ozone.
And that's who you see without the crackling energy right now.
Kind of creepy.
It is.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And I'll say, I am Paragon.
Well, so I'll describe myself. I'm basically wearing a skin tight, like stealth suit, and a small cape that's draped across the shoulder. So it's kind of like very small and out of the way. I have black purple hair, and you can see runes on the legs and arms of my suit.
Nice.
And I say I'm Arcane Avenger.
Very well.
I think that is everyone, yeah? Yes, okay. So you notice that the screen on the very large dude actually crackles after you all introduce each other, and another graphic face comes up. Think Oracle, but it's more of a male kind of nature and signature. But the voice is unidentifiable as either gender. It's actually quite disguised. But it says, "Oh, hello everyone. I'm glad you all came. I'm the Night Watcher. I've always felt that Philadelphia had a great lack of heroes, and we always needed more. I happen to be able to tap into a lot of information. I guess I could call myself a hacker if you want, but I found that there's a lot of stuff out there, and in the city in particular, that needs help that no one's paying attention to. I'm hoping all of you feel similarly, because I have found an event is going to occur this evening.
What sort of event?
Supposedly the government is making a small prison transfer this evening. It's very hush-hush and very quiet, and it's surprising that they're doing it through the city at 11 o'clock at night. But I've had rumors that there's going to be an attack on this convoy.
Oh. Do you have
Who
information?
the prisoner is, I have no idea, but it's highly secure. And they are moving traffic left and right, so it's big.
So you're asking us to help in this, but we're not officially sanctioned to do so.
Unfortunately not. I can't actually make that happen, but the city has done a town watch for many years in different parts, and I'm hoping that I can manipulate things to allow us to work with some freedom. But if you are concerned about any legal ramifications, I understand, and I can reach out to others.
Do you know who's going to be doing the hit? Do you have any
I do not,
information?
unfortunately. They've been very down low about it. Some rumors believe that it might be Helix, but the double Helix hasn't been around for at least 15 years. So,
Do you know the route that they're taking?
I have an estimated route, and I'm only basing on the fact that they are putting up like redirecting cops for redirecting traffic under other assumed reasons.
You know, observing isn't a problem. We can go and watch, and if something happens, we're just, you know, citizens arrest type of thing.
I can fly. Can anyone else fly?
Yes, flying is not a problem.
Because I was thinking we can fly overhead, you know, at a safe distance, but still observe.
Yeah, I can fly.
We can fly,
Are you-
we can fly, we can fly.
Are you all very mobile? That's great. What a mobile team. So you'll have to excuse my friend here. He's a little slow and he doesn't talk, but he does not fly.
We can fly.
But when you need a tank, he's your man.
How
And
heavy
he
is our-
nods. He
I'm
nods.
gonna need to hitch a ride as well, because I can't fly.
I think I can take someone with me. It just depends on how heavy they are, I think.
Yeah, that was my concern too. How heavy
Yeah.
is the tank?
This guy looks close to probably about 300 to 350 pounds, and he looks like he's just a giant slab of meat.
Not a problem.
I can be light as a feather if you need me to be.
I'll take Ozone then.
Excellent.
I'd have to carry
so-
someone. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, well, you can find out. I mean, imagine if they're, well, what's your strength?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's find out.
Yeah, you could probably carry someone. It wouldn't be
Yeah,
the greatest experience.
that's true.
You could do it for a little while.
Yeah,
Probably not.
I have an excellent strength, so I can carry one of them. So
Yeah, I've only
Yeah,
got good
for sure.
strength.
Yeah. If you tried to carry Night Watcher, you'd be like, oh my God, I'm done. Good luck getting off the rooftop, buddy. See you later.
this is what a dislocated shoulder feels like.
Okay. So you'll notice that Night Watcher has a bag in his left hand. He does indeed. It's a small little ShopRite bag. Inside are some burner phones. I'll use these to text your information as I receive them, and so you can contact each other. I promise you they are untraceable. I have worked my magic on them, or at least to any outside source. I know where you are.
So the obvious question here, or concern rather, is that since we don't know each other from Adam or Eve, this could be the traditional convince good guys to work for bad guys without knowing they're working for bad guys kind of situation.
It could be.
The image on the screen moves a little bit and says, you are right, that could be possible. I don't know what to tell you. All I can say is I am a concerned citizen, and hopefully my actions and our working together will prove that to you. And if not, you will track me down and take me in, right?
As long as we have that understanding.
I certainly do. And likewise, so if any of you go rogue, I'm coming for you.
I have a Talon in computers. Is there any way I can look over the device to see if anything's funny?
Absolutely, make a roll for me.
Okay.
Use your reason and any pertinent skills if you have them.
And yeah, and actually I have software engineering software engineering and programming, so I'll take a look as well.
Yeah, everybody go right ahead.
What do you want us to roll again? Sorry.
Reason and any tech skills that you have. Can be
I have a
added to
lot
it.
of tech skills.
And just
Any-
put that
any-
in the die roll session 1.
Yes, please.
Okay. And that's gonna be. A little
I guess
bit-
it'd be computer engineering.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work when you edit it, Jasmine. You have to put it in again.
So I've got dice rolls.
To Arcane, it looks pretty normal. It looks like a pretty standard device. Same thing for you, Paragon. Doesn't look like anything's really been any sort of unusual effects about it. And to you, Sir Rambert, it looks like he's saying exactly what he needs. It's a burner phone, nothing, no weird bells and whistles, and there's an off switch. So
Real
Okay.
quick, Jasmine should have rolled remarkable, which would have been a green field.
oh, okay. Well, in that case, you see the same thing as Paragon. It looks like it's pretty normal.
Yep,
So far, he seems to be on the up.
like a phone.
Okay, and so what do you guys want to do from here? You'll notice that a text comes up and it has coordinates and a route. It has a couple of different routes that are near each other only because he's got like different reports of different traffic redirection, if that makes sense. So, but they're not far from each other. The incoming route is from West Philadelphia through, come on, Jason. I totally forgot what that neighborhood's called. Anyway, over there by the colleges.
Over by Fresh Prince's house, right?
Yes, pretty much. It's called University Hill or something like that, I think. Anyway, so that's where the traffic start, where the traffic changes start, and where different police have been set up. And then it goes through the city across the South Street Bridge, which is an unusual bridge to use because it's very small, very narrow, and it's only one way. So it's a very convenient spot to take anything out. And plus, anything that gets hit is going to go into the Schuylkill River, which can easily be washed away without anyone finding it. So that's one interesting point. And then it comes into the city, heads north, goes down Chestnut Street, which at night completely shuts down. And it has an interesting, it takes you through Broad Street, and then the traffic just kind of switches out through there. So I'm not going to go through the whole damn route. It will take it eventually to Ben Franklin Bridge and into New Jersey, which there is a number of prisons that can contain superpowered individuals. If it is a superpowered individual.
Gotcha.
Well, it's got to be somebody important for them to do it at night, this time of night.
Yeah, this is all very not on the up and up in any way, shape, or form. And to bring any kind of prison transport through a city is pretty much unheard of.
Have I heard anything in the news recently about any like court cases or any high profile criminals, mob or anything?
No, the actual only criminal that Philadelphia has been after for a very long time is a girl who has called herself Amber, and she is a cold-hearted killer. But for all appearances, she's been incarcerated for a very long time. There's been no court information about her or anything like that, or any sort of public information beyond that. So it's a good possibility it could be her, which if she were to get free, that's a problem for everyone.
She's a redhead, isn't she?
No, she's completely made of amber.
Okay, just checking. Because
Yep.
if she was a redhead, she'd be a psychopath.
Was she a redhead before?
Yeah, we don't
Yeah, I
want a
know.
serial killer in our city.
Yeah, there's no history about that. She's just she appeared probably about 25 to 30 years ago. Think of Ink from Batman Beyond. Her abilities are very much like that with a few added twists to it. And she has never walked away from an interaction without a death.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
So then looking at the possible routes, is there any place that stands out to us or jumps out at us as being a place that would be more likely for them to try and set up an ambush of some sort?
The South Street Bridge crossing is a really prime location to do something like that. If they wanted to make noise, they're crossing Broad Street and Chestnut is another great location. There's a lot of vantage points and there's a lot of traffic that you can't really control. So those would be the two key locations.
Okay.
Depending on if they're going loud or if they're going quiet.
So, all right. So then, in case things go badly, which more than likely they will, I do have medical training if need be.
Okay.
So if something happens like that, I will try, if necessary, I'm able to break off and help if anybody suffers any injuries, whether it's a civilian or one of us. So.
Excellent. Good to know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to take a break in about 5 minutes. So you guys discuss what you want to do, how you want to set up your plans and everything like that. So I'm just gonna kind of mute and check out, and then I'll be back in about 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Does that work?
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And I'll give you guys, take 15 karma for the game for you guys doing this part.
Oh, all right. We'll take. Hey, yeah. Every bit
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. I love giving out karma because you're gonna need it.
Good. Yeah, karma's important.
Yep.
It
All right. See you
is.
guys soon.
Okay.
All right. So I guess this will be a good time for us to know what we have as far as capabilities amongst each other.
Yes.
So, because I mean, I'm not one to look at each other's character sheets on the different things unless I, need to. So I like to organically learn of each other's characters.
Yeah, I
Correct.
agree.
Yeah. So, so I guess Paragon will tell you that I have powers that involve the manipulation of cosmic energy that I can use for a number of different things. Standard blast if need be. I can use it for energy solidification. I can also use it to heal people in a pinch if need be. I'm still learning that one and a couple of the other skills or the other applications of it. But if it's a bad situation, I can do that to help out. And of course, I can fly as well. And I am trained in a degree of tech. I'm not like any kind of high tech wonder or anything like that, but I am knowledgeable in some degree of tech and repair, tinkering, things of that nature, and software. So that's, and of course, emergency medicine. So that's the main things that I bring to the table.
I guess I'll go next. So as Talon Hawk, I have this suit that you guys see that I wear. I designed it myself. I'm a bit of a techie. My specializations in the tech department include AI, robotics, some tinkering, and some engineering skills, AI, that sort of thing. I fight better in the sky than I do on the ground. My suit allows me not only to fly, provide some protection from a variety of attacks, physical or energy. And I have these talons and these blades pop out of my wrist and my feet as well that act as my weapons for close combat, my talons and claws. And that's all I got right now. I'm just starting out as a hero, so I do have big aspirations though for creating more stuff and upgrading my suit down the road. But that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Very good.
Do you want to go next, Jasmine?
Yeah, you need to mute.
Oh, I will mute.
Awesome. That way I'm not talking double. So for me, I have the ability to surround myself with a force field to help dampen some attacks that come towards me. I also have the ability to fly, and I shoot basically bolts of energy. My talents come in the form of computers, everything to know about the mystic origins of items and people and text, as well as anything of the occult. So that's where my talents lie, really. Yeah.
Are your powers magical in nature?
Well, a little, right?
Okay.
I have an innate ability, but magic assists me.
Gotcha.
So my goal is to learn more and more to see how much more I can develop myself, with the assistance of magic.
Gotcha.
And I manipulate electricity. I can increase my density or decrease it because of the electrical current going through my body, drawing more electrons and particles and stuff like that. So because of that, I can be light as a feather or 1 ton. So
Light as a feather, stiff as a board.
pretty
I was
much,
waiting for that.
Well, I tell you, if you weigh
I was
1
waiting
ton,
for
you
that.
can't ride with me.
I'll be light.
So does that also make you, when you're in your denser form, basically our muscle for the group?
I do become stronger. I can lift my body weight.
Mhm.
And I am an expert in hand-to-hand combat.
Oh,
And,
nice.
I might as a PI, so.
You'll have to teach me some hand to hand because I definitely need to learn.
The problem is difficult to learn, but it's rewarding.
I'd say that's the complete opposite of I tend to fly around and shoot people and run. So I kite, basically.
Yeah, I don't have a distance attack yet. I got to work on that too.
So compared to you, I have the Elvis Presley equivalency of martial arts. So
Yes, I'm familiar.
yeah, I have a decent fighting rank and I have martial arts A, but yeah, I'm no like kung fu master or anything like that.
I
So,
made my own. Out of character, I made martial arts Z because I looked at the list and was like, none of these are what I want to do.
yeah, I saw that what you were talking about. You put something like almost like an intercepting fist kind of technique.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Judo. I just started taking classes and it's on my brain. So I'm like, I want to use it and it makes sense because technically Bruce Wayne, Batman does use it,
Mhm.
but there's nothing equivalent in this system to it. So I thought of it and I'm like, you know what? I'll just write it up, see what happens. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't.
Yeah.
I've actually met Elvis's personal trainer.
It's fun.
Yeah, Bill Superfoot Wallace, nice guy.
Oh yeah. I did a seminar with John the Dragon Wilson. That was fun.
Nice.
Cool.
I broke my ankle a lot. That's about what I do.
Well, that's why this is my 5th ankle surgery that I'm having.
Oh
Yeah. It's all paid for through the VA though. So hey.
Hey,
no. There you go. There you go. I've been putting off ankle surgery just because I didn't want to pay for it. And I just keep rolling my ankle till it literally rips off, I guess.
I pulled the muscle on my leg trying to do ninjastics. I thought it was more ninja, but no, it's definitely more like gymnastics.
Yeah, this time they had to remove a section of my ankle and replace it with a cadaver bone. So
Yeah, that's what they recommended for mine, a tendon and a piece of bone.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
So I'm like, horror movies. I've seen a couple of horror movies with this kind of theme going on. So, you know, we'll see.
Well, if you become a zombie, I'll just fly away.
It depends on which kind of zombie, you know, because there's some are cool, some are not so cool, you know. So
Yeah.
So then, all right. So we have flyers, we have distance attackers, we have close-up attackers with hand-to-hand. So we have a pretty good mix of things. So for those of you familiar with cosmic energy manipulation, I do have some of the power stunts underneath it. So I can do like ability boost. I can do absorption of energy if need be. I haven't fully perfected that one, so we'll see. I do have energy detection mastered, so that can help us if we have to track anybody that's radiating a certain type of energy. Healing, like I said, I'm about halfway on that one. And I have the nasty thing, the whole starburst thing. I have that as a if you absolutely have to positively kill everybody in the room except no substitute kind of thing. I have that, so I'm working on that one. So we do have options as far as that goes. But
power stunts, man.
What's that?
I didn't even do power stunts yet, man.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah, I dropped
Well,
off.
Oh, go ahead.
No, that's it. I'm just saying. I always like to work on a little bit of the power stunts, as you know, as a character would have done some in basic, you know, experimentation. So burn some karma off the top and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm going to need to save a lot of karma for upgrades.
yeah, big time. So now we have these burner phones. Do we have any other means of communication? We don't have a telepath in the group, do we?
No,
No.
putting a radio in my suit's on the list of things I want.
All righty.
I'm actually going to mark that down right now while I'm thinking about it.
So then we'll pretty much have to I guess just stay in range of hearing each other for right now until we work out any kind of particulars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And since-
Okay, I am back.
good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so what
did
have you folk decided to do?
Well, we did our introduction and let each other know what we're capable of doing, kind of thing. Got that out.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. So
And do you have a battle plan?
We didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, we know what we
Okay.
can do for abilities.
We started talking about leg injuries.
Okay, well, that's the perk of that talking, or whatever the hell it is.
so now,
Um,
let me see. So since we know the bridge is probably, the bridge is probably the sweet spot to be attacked, we should probably think of a couple of places that are less likely to be attacked and have them set up as a backup idea.
It's not a bad idea. So the way Center City is kind of set up with any of you, if you have flight that's good or excellent or higher, it's not going to take you very long to get anywhere in the city from one point to another. Traveling by foot or by rooftop and swinging, that's going to take you a little bit longer. But I'm talking minutes as far as flight.
Gotcha. So so I have excellent speed flight.
Yeah, so you could get from one side of the city to the other, and I would probably say 2, maybe 3 turns at top speed.
Yeah, I'm excellent as well.
Yeah, so you two can navigate around the city quite easily. Let's see, what is Jasmine? That is, yeah, she is excellent too. So you can just kind of get yourself around nice and easy. Ozone and poor little Night Watcher, they take a very long time to get anywhere.
So like I said,
Actually,
least-
runs pretty
I can
quick.
carry one, and Arcane Avenger, you say you can carry the other one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
So yeah. And
Yeah, so as Night Watcher's little digital companion said, the 2 prime locations are on Broad Street if they want to make a scene, which if they did make a scene, it would be very bad because that's where City Hall is, a whole bunch of very populated hotels and everything, even just heavy traffic areas to the city in general. So if they want to make a mess, that's the place to do it. If they want to make something nice and clean and precise, it would be probably that South Street Bridge.
yeah, and
Okay.
unfortunately, we don't know who's actually doing it, so we don't have any idea to kind of profile to see what they would prefer to do.
Yep.
And have the police been? I'm assuming the police are on high alert already for this transport.
Oh yeah, the police are out in force. Although they are not concentrated in any one area, but they are typically like a block to 3 blocks away from any one of the traffic alterations that they made, the route changes.
Maybe we could do a ladder approach, like stage our people different zones and then move them along with the caravan.
Yeah, like a leapfrog sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a good idea.
I'm waiting on you guys to tell me.
What? Yeah, I think that's our plan. We're just gonna kind of do the whole funeral procession and leapfrog along with the caravan.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So if you guys want to do that and you want to kind of stay to the ground on the South Street location, you'll have to roll stealth rolls because that area is very kind of open and wide, doesn't have any tall buildings, and it's just a clear shot east to west until you get to like maybe 3 or 4 more blocks past South Street, if that makes sense. Once you get into the city, if nothing happens there, you won't have to roll stealth so much. You can stick to roofs and everything like that, and you'll be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, that's what I would want to do is have my character stick to roost since I can fly.
Yeah, yeah, definitely rooftop would be the better way to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And in that case, I'm gonna have to just stick with Arcane Avenger.
Would you still want to self roll on flying?
What?
Would I still need to make a stealth roll while I'm flying?
No, you'll be okay.
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 Yeah, there's not anything tricky or anything like that going on.
Most people don't look above 45 degrees, so
True. And
And
it's not
quick
like I make a thundering sound when I fly, so.
And what is the it might be innocuous, but what is the phase of the moon right now for visibility at night?
Well, I'm going with what we got right now, which is a full moon, but it is very cloudy and very humid. So there's not very much visibility except for from street lights
Okay,
and some of the city, some of the building lights as well.
gotcha.
what was the roll for?
That
Oh,
was my role, and I'm not telling you.
Okay.
Hey, he's the GM. He doesn't have to.
Duly noted.
I'm gonna
Okay.
display it for everyone to see though. All right.
Oh, yes, I know. I like to do that. It amps up the tension. You know what I mean?
And Jason, let you know, I'm gonna use my energy detection just in case. I'm basically gonna keep it active, just in case there's any strange energy outputs or whatever else. That way, I can kind of give everybody a heads up of it beforehand. It can go out a range of 250 miles, so it should be easy for the route and everything else.
Okay. I like that. So the gentlemen who are carrying, for people who are carrying others, I apologize for the broad gentleman statement. For everyone who's carrying everyone and who is going to be flying and stealthing, please make a roll for me. Those who are being carried do not get to make the roll, unfortunately.
So do you
Okay,
want
I'm not carrying anyone. Do you still want to roll?
I believe it's going to take me a little bit to get your characters' names down, so please forgive me.
That's okay. That's okay.
I believe Paragon is taking Night Watcher and Arcane is taking Ozone.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm doing 0 density, so feeble density.
brilliant.
So I'm very light.
Very nice. Pretty much you're just kind of riding on her tail stream, really.
Yeah.
Whee! On a kite.
So you want to make a stealth check, you said, or what?
What's that?
What kind of check did you want us to make?
I would like you to, whoever's trying to be stealthy, to please roll that for me.
Okay.
Whether it's your agility with a skill or it's just your agility, either one will work.
Okay. Yeah, no, not so much.
Yeah. Must be that shiny, beautiful energy.
That must be it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to hide that stuff.
Should have burned my 15 karma.
Plus, you're starting. Don't forget you're starting.
I know. Yeah. It was
Nobody is being very slick at all, are they?
I'm gonna help get rid of these low rolls and do
We'll
my
get these
density manipulation.
white rolls out of the way.
I'm like the guy in Mystery Men. I'm only invisible when you don't look at me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, so Ozone, you guys are being a little more discreet. This is good. This is good. And then Will, roll your agility or plus stealth if you have it. Is there actually a stealth skill?
Now my agility is higher when I'm flying, so am I rolling with or without flying?
So roll it with the fight. If it benefits you and you know the rules, please
Okay,
go for
cool.
it. I trust you guys.
Yep.
I very rarely try to get away with much.
Yeah, and plus I know Ozone is
Of course.
so look at that. Nobody's being stealthy whatsoever. Except nobody can see
I
Ozone.
forgot to put mine up, and then there's Bill's. All right.
Okay, so thinking you're all
Everyone's
being
horrible.
very stealthy. Yeah, everyone's terrible. Absolutely. Good thing I rolled that white first, huh?
Yeah.
So traveling over, it's a pretty typical evening. There's a couple of police helicopters running a little dark. That's not entirely uncommon for Philadelphia late at night. The streets are quiet. The South Street Bridge has indeed been cut off. There's a couple signs and a few flashing, construction signs and everything else. You don't see any police at the bridge itself, but this bridge is, like I said, it's very narrow and it's very close. So if they're moving something, they're going to try to minimize blocking it up. Everyone, please make an intuition roll and any benefits you have, like investigation or perceptions.
Intuition.
Go away, white rolls.
Yes.
I feel like a Sergeant Schultz situation. I hear nothing. I see nothing.
There you go. I got a yellow.
Yay!
Hey, get a yellow.
Paragon got a green,
Mhm.
and then Talon, right?
Yep, Talon Hawk. Yep.
Got a yellow,
And there, ooh.
and Arcane got a white.
Arcane Avenger's having a rough one. She just shaking off the cobweb. That's all it is. He's just cracking the knuckles. Okay, so all of you see, Paragon in particular, you notice that the main thing you notice is that there is actually a car stopped on South Street, and it's cutting off the whole bridge. It looks like it's stalled, and it looks like there's a woman and a kid standing outside waiting with their cell phone. Now, the rest of you, except for Arcane Avenger, you notice that probably about 10, 15 meters, it looks like there's a 5 to 8 drones, you would call them, but they're all dark, no lights. The only way you can notice them is they are moving just a little bit, so it looks like a distortion. Paragon does not see them. But you have that, you can roll that energy roll, Paragon.
Okay. Do. And that.
Okay, lovely. You can sense them though.
Okay.
Can't quite see them, but you know they're there. You can sort of sense their network, if you will.
And I'll let everybody know I sense an energy network, it seems, and give it the best description that I can based on my character's tech abilities.
Yeah, and with his directions, you all can kind of narrow it down. That it's this small cloud of drones. They are running a little bit silent. You do notice that some police officers approach this woman and they're talking to her, and she appears to be just kind of wigging out. Like, she's not really being very cooperative. You can almost hear the tone of her voice from where you're at. She's clearly making a scene. You can roll intuition again, please.
Girl's pissed off. I think I nailed it.
Oh, all of us or just him?
Everyone. Oh, geez.
Okay,
You know
cool,
what?
thank
Roll again, because that's 4 whites in a row for you. Like, that's just not appropriate.
Oh crap, what happened here? Oh, there we go.
What the heck? No way.
It is not meant to be.
So I have this thing where I roll terrible as a player, but as a GM, I do really well.
I mean,
And it does not
It-
disappoint.
it wants its karmic sacrifice, is what it is.
See,
It's always
I did
that
it
way.
before the game, but the dice roller doesn't know that I did that.
It's not a bad idea, actually. Just get in there, get it going a little bit. Warm
I've done that a couple times now, and it seems to work every time.
Nice. Okay, so Paragon, you and let me see who else. Did you roll yours, Will?
Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
white.
Yeah, you also got a white. Okay.
Yeah.
So Paragon, you notice that the caravan is coming actually from the other side of the bridge. They don't look to be making any plans to stop or slow down. You, Ozone, notice that there are two sets of 3 motorcycles making their way down that would actually pinch the caravan and cut off the bridge. They're making their ways from the north and from the south. The timing, by the way, it looks they'll probably get there just after the caravan actually would have to stop for this traffic jam, so it would cut them off from anywhere else of getting off the bridge.
Okay,
So-
I'll
That makes
keep an
sense.
eye on them.
Yep.
And when they
Yeah.
start making questionable moves, then I'll start
Okay.
acting.
And so how many vehicles are in the caravan, Jason?
In the
Oh,
caravan, you have 3 police cruisers in front, 2 police cruisers, and 1 larger SUV, heavily armored vehicle behind that. The main vehicle in the middle, so that makes it 3, 6, 7, including the main, which is a very large kind of. It's pretty heavily fortified. Personnel carrier, if you will, would be the main vehicle, which is in the middle of the caravan. So that makes it
Okay.
7 vehicles altogether.
Looking at all the vehicles, especially the big one, is anyone having a larger energy output?
The main vehicle has a huge energy output.
Okay, so I was just thinking sometimes they might put the person in a smaller, less innocuous vehicle, a lesser obvious vehicle. And if they're using that kind of power drain, that means they're having to do something to either nullify or dampen this person's abilities. So okay, I'll let everybody know that as well. That's something I noticed.
Excellent. Okay, so please roll perception for me one more time.
Damn, nice.
I got the white this time.
It's going to switch it around a little bit.
Bam.
Okay,
to
lovely,
you.
lovely.
You watch, it's gonna be another white.
Intuition.
I called it.
Is that your 3rd white?
I had a white, a yellow, and 2 whites. Yes, my
Okay,
third
yeah,
white.
so it's not your 3rd white in a row.
Yay.
Oh,
Correct.
yeah.
He's broken the curse.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so Arcane Avenger, you notice that it seems like the police officer who were dealing with this woman have either drawn their weapons, and one of them has actually moved, like they're dodging, trying to get out of the way. And then you notice the woman touches one of them and he goes down. The rest of you notice that the two of the motorcycles have sped ahead and have actually turned and headed in the direction of the caravan, but they have no lights on, so they're very hard to see. Beyond that, you know where they are. But the other two from each set are still waiting on the other side of the bridge.
Okay, I let everybody know.
Okay.
About that.
And then Paragon knows more.
Paragon knows.
Actually, do we? Oh yeah, we have the burner phones. That's right. That's how we know.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to fix that.
So yeah, so one of the police are now down. The woman has attacked him and he's on the ground. Looks like it might have been a taser or something, but he's twitching away, and the other man is now pointed his pistol at her and is backing away from her.
Does someone want to take care of that while the rest of us stay on the caravan, or
Sure, I can do it if you want.
That'll work.
you're probably best for one of the flyers to do it, that way they can get back
Sure.
to the group as fast as possible.
Yeah. And right
Okay.
now you're the one that's not carrying anybody, so.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, that's true.
Don't worry, my hands are free. I got this. Okay. So let me see. Give me an initiative roll there.
Everybody?
No, I'm gonna get this one from Will for now.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Before you make that roll, let me check
Yeah.
something.
I believe it starts at EX, right? For bonuses, not GD.
What?
Let me see here.
Oh, intuition.
Yeah,
It's based on an actual ranked number.
right,
So over 11, you start getting,
right. So if you're starting at good at 10, then no.
yeah, but
Correct.
good
Yeah, no
11,
bonus. Yeah.
you got it.
Mhm.
Yeah, just let me know when you want me to roll.
Okay. So, well, she does not notice you. She's completely engrossed with the police officer.
Okay.
So you don't have to roll your initiative yet. You get one free attack.
What I'd like to do
Blindside.
is, what I'd like to do is swoop down and try to grab her with my claws on my talons on my feet and pick her up in the air and try to like pull like a Batman, try to like scare her kind of thing.
Okay. Give me a roll for it.
What would you like me to
So,
roll?
I
Agility?
think that should be. Let me
Charging.
see.
So,
Charging, right? Fighting.
Flight or endurance.
Yeah, basically I'm trying to grapple her and get her up into the sky.
Okay, so I would pick whichever one is better for you, your endurance or your flight.
I would go with flight then.
Okay.
And don't
'Cause that's
forget the +2 CS.
For
Blindside.
Surprise.
oh right, yes, thank you.
Always
that would be-
remember the blind side.
Mm,
I'm actually gonna pump some karma in this one just to be safe.
Okay.
Even though it's
Time to do it.
Yeah, actually wait. 1 second, hang on.
Don't forget to use your classic "I'm Batman" line.
Right. I'm just doing a real quick check on something here. I need at least. Oh, my luck. All right. Sorry, guys. Hang on.
It's all good. Well, what it looks like, what are you guys going to do? Are you going to just peruse or go see what the other motorcycles are up to, or what?
Yeah, because I mean, with all those other vehicles converging on the caravan, I'm kind of concerned about that.
Especially with the incident with the woman. It definitely
Yeah,
sucks.
especially.
All right, I'm spending 25.
With them having no lights on, that's extra sus.
Sure.
Yellow feet.
I got me a yellow.
Wonderful. So you. Yeah, you pretty much the whole shock of it surprises her, stuns her, and knocks her out.
There you go.
Yeah, congratulations. You notice the baby that she's carrying is not a real baby. It's just a very lifelike doll, really. The other officer on the bridge was like, what the fuck did happen?
Yeah, I
So-
missed the part about the baby. Wow. I
Yeah,
missed the
so it was
special-
her and a baby standing by the car.
Gotcha. Not
Which is why
anymore.
the police weren't like all over her right off the bat.
That's right.
So basically I swoop down, pick her up with my talons and with my feet, and then she knocks her out in the process.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the shock
Okay.
and the impact just
Gotcha.
knock her right out. She doesn't seem like particularly strong. She definitely drops the taser when you pick her up, so she was armed. The folks who are going after the caravan, please make a roll for me. And then when you
What type
catch
of-
up, you sorry, intuition.
Okay.
Little Koi got green.
Oh, excellent,
Jasmine.
excellent.
Sorry, Arcane got green and Ozone got yellow. And then Paragon, green.
Right. Okay. So dang it. Arcane, Avenger, and Paragon, you notice that the vehicles that have decided to approach the caravan have split to either side and are actually kind of going around them. When they pass the front police cars, they each toss something off, and you see something connect to the sides of the largest vehicle. Ozone sees that. He sees them toss something. And you're assuming at the vehicle and something has landed on it, but you can't particularly, doesn't seem like anything, it's nothing large, but it's something.
hmm
Probably a
And that's
spike
what's going
strip of
on.
some kind.
Probably some kind of explosive that's going to take out the vehicles or disable the vehicles.
I would be thinking a spike strip. Pop the tires.
Something, right?
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Because if they're carrying somebody that you want to keep safe, you're not going to blow up the vehicle.
Well, if they're doing that on the escort vehicles, then they don't care about them as much.
Did
'Cause
it
that's
get,
very- Go ahead. I'm sorry.
sorry, was the object like stuck on the car or on the floor? I didn't understand.
It looks like it hits the side. They threw something at the side of the largest vehicle, the transport.
Okay,
And it
Oh,
looks like it's stuck to it.
okay. I'm wondering if I can throw out a force field on it and just kind of surround that object, just in case it blows. At least I can dampen some of the energy.
Okay, so you can make a perception roll just to see if you can see it, because he
Okay.
just knows that they threw something, he didn't see anything land or hit.
Okay.
I can say that it's stuck to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell her.
Okay, still roll perception or no?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oof. It's hard to see them, and it is very hard to see them.
I'm gonna try and target one of them. See if I can see it.
Okay, you can use your energy sense if you want, if it's better than your intuition.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Thanks.
Mhm.
Let's see here. And of course, don't you love it when you mistype the whole exclamation point?
Oh yeah, it's so nice.
Right?
Mhm.
Hey, green.
Lovely. So you sense about 24 small devices that are building in power on either side of the transport.
Shit.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna try and fly down to the transport and basically brace to try and absorb the energy when it goes off.
Okay.
So that'll be me doing a power stunt when I do it, but I'm gonna
But you're basically like flying down and holding your action, essentially, right?
exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
um
I can work with that.
can I
The rest
use
of you?
my electrical control to try to disrupt the static electricity holding it on?
You can certainly try. You don't know if you'll be able to get all of them, but you might be able to get some of them. With the red feet, you'll probably actually with the red feet, you probably could get almost all of them.
Well, let's find out what happens. I did nothing.
No, you did absolutely nothing. Okay, all right, so now Will, you can catch up to them.
Okay.
Notice
Let's not
that,
be a static hole.
They seem to be aiming at the transport for some reason.
Before I go though, I'll make sure she's in handcuffs.
Okay, yeah, you bring her down to the police and they take care of it. He's investigating the car and getting into it to move it out of the way.
I'll
Okay.
pull a Christian Bale and say, "I'm Talon Hawk," and then I fly off.
Tell all your friends about me.
And a very heavy Philadelphia accent. He's like, Christ, happening here now too. Okay, Okay, so as you go to join them, you notice that these devices, one at a time, sort of in a chain reaction, sort of spark off, and everything electrical on the truck just dies. It pulls to a side. The driver is trying to control it. Let's see if he can get something out of it.
Was I able to absorb that before it tripped up everything?
Yes, you can make a roll for me.
Okay.
You have energy absorption. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's see here. And I'm gonna burn some karma on it.
Dang it.
Let me see here. Dut.
Yellow. Red.
Lovely. All right. You are indeed able to absorb a whole bunch of it, but there's just so many of them. They're still able to disrupt some of the systems. But it does give the driver enough control to be able to not actually crash and just stop the vehicle. The cars in front haven't noticed anything. They're still kind of going. And let's see if the rest crash into them or not.
Find out in a second.
Oof.
Dude.
Yep.
It's okay. This is a jam.
Okay.
I'm not biased at all.
No. Okay, so the police car immediately behind the transport just completely rear ends into it, flips up and lands back down on his tires. The two behind them are able to pull off and kind of go into the other lanes with no injuries to anyone. But everyone is definitely traumatized. Please roll initiative.
Okay.
And the other motorcycles are now closing in.
Oh, whoops! I rolled the wrong thing. Sorry.
It's okay. It was a white anyway.
Yeah, good. I got rid of it. Right.
Nice roll, Paragon. Dang.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to need to change my name in this group to my hero name. I go last.
It happens.
Okay, it's just me catching up. You know, I'm a little behind.
Yeah, there you go. You just, help the police officers. You're fine. Okay, Paragon, you get to go. What are you going to do?
All right. So do I see any the people on the motorcycles, the ones that are they doing anything at this point yet? Or are they
So the ones that had passed them, put these devices on the transport, have passed and are now turning around to come back. The other four that remain behind are now closing and coming forward, coming towards the transport. Yeah.
Okay.
So far, the police and everybody, security for the transport just seems discombobulated at this point in time. They're just a little frazzled.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure I put myself between any of the caravan guards and these guys to act a little bit as a human shield in case anybody tries to shoot at them. And I'm gonna go for. I'm just gonna take a single action. I'm not gonna worry about trying to get anything fancy right now. And I'm going to go for a stunning blast on one of the motorcycle riders.
Brilliant. Roll it up for me.
Okay. And my agility is that. And survey says.
Nice. You are indeed successful. You fire a stunning shot at the actual, and it hits the driver. The bike skids, and he falls right off of it, and he rolls across the street, seemingly unconscious. He's at least not moving for the moment.
Okay, good.
Excellent. And so that puts, who's next? Ozone, you are up.
All right. I guess I'll go at the second one. The next bike. Increase my density and jump off the little floating disc that she's got, and increase my density so it's not remarkable.
Okay.
And then go at the next biker.
Okay. You're going to kind of just try to sort of drop on it with your heavier weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it would be. Ooh.
Oh, very nice. You are amazingly successful. You pin that motorcycle right to the street, and the driver just goes flying.
Slam an elbow into the chest.
Jason, you know that's not the code for rolling.
That's not anything.
Yeah, that was ooh, too high. And completely stunned. Yeah, so your man is done for. Okay, and that puts this Arcane Avenger. You are up.
Okay,
So
is
you
there
have
enough?
4 people on bikes from behind you guys, the way you guys came, that are approaching the caravan now. And then, the caravan, which is in front of you, and the 2 that are now unconscious, the 2 cycle riders.
Then I'll get the next one that's closest.
Okay,
I'd like to
sounds
hit
good.
it with a bolt.
Brilliant. Give me a roll. Are you aiming for the bike or for him, or just making a general shot?
Kind of like a general shot at the rider on bike, like that center of
Got
gravity.
it.
Remember
Got
to
it.
use your psyche for that attack. Because magic.
Oh, is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow, you guys are just
Finally.
these guys.
Finally, after we got rid of all the light.
So
Yeah,
now you
finally.
understand. So now you understand my method. Whenever I start a game and go into it, I always try to get not inconsequential rolls out of the way, but non-combat rolls, as many as I can to get in there. Just get that dice bot working.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's always my plan.
Well, Dicebot is finally being nice to Mama.
Yeah.
It's just been angry that you haven't used the person. Oh, now you show up.
That's it. It's like you made me and never used me. I'm like,
Right. Who are you?
yeah.
You made it, so maybe you
Uh,
should
see-
fudge the rolls a little in our favor.
Hey,
So you nail him on the motorcycle.
I already made that
The
change.
motorcycle keeps going, and the guy skids across, and he does not appear to be catching up. So you were in good shape. Everyone, please give me a perception roll.
Okay.
DM says you can roll a D6.
Oh,
Hey, I
great.
got a green that time
song
instead
in
of
my
a
head.
white.
Thanks a
What's
lot for that. Whoever said that. Whoever said that roll a D6 thing has that song stuck in my head.
You're welcome. Lots of white feet.
Okay, so
I got all green.
Hey,
Arcane Avenger, and Sir, not Sir, damn it.
Talon Hawk.
Talonhawk, thank you. You notice there's a green, a yellowish substance leaking out of the side of the caravan that was shorted out. And then that puts Talon, you are up.
Can I tell with my tech skills what that is?
Absolutely not. You have no idea what it is.
Well, either way, I'll call it out and let them know. And then
Yeah.
I will swoop down on the next biker.
Mhm.
I wanna reach down and grab a hold of him like I did the girl with my Talon feet and lift him up off his bike.
Okay, sounds good. So that would be, so wait, so a grab is actually well, it's the same thing that we did before, right? Just gonna roll your flight.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to add an
Okay.
aerial combat last time.
Mhm.
So that would add +1, right?
It would indeed.
Okay, so I gotta remember that. So. Here we go. That's green. I'll take it.
Yeah, excellent.
oh, incredible.
Think of my flight is remarkable. So, and then I have aerial combat.
Damn, this guy too. Just you grab and you hit him and you pull him up, and these guys are just lightweights. He's just done.
I don't know.
Thoroughly stunned.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to his bike, but I grabbed him. So
Yeah, the bike just keeps on going until it hits something and falls over.
Are you practicing your Vulcan nerve pinch on these guys or what?
yeah, right.
I mean,
Yeah,
seriously, mother.
it's a Falcon Punch.
Yeah, there you go.
Look it
Yeah.
up on YouTube. It's
I'll grab him with my talons and I'm like,
terrifying.
I'm Talon Hawk.
Nobody is actually ever conscious to hear you say it.
Okay.
Well, except for the police.
So far.
So far, yeah.
And if I'm able to, I'll drop him on the side of the road, but not like at a great height, just like right above.
Yeah, just to get him out of the way.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay.
I'm not even paying attention to these rolls. Yellow. Yellow.
Pardon me. Okay, so Paragon, one of them hits you. They seem to have, they pull out pistols and they fire at you with a thin energy beam. So I believe your energy absorption handles that.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay. What is the rank of your energy absorption?
Incredible.
Okay, so you just got an excellent. You just took an excellent dose of energy.
Okay.
Ozone of shock goes wild, just misses your head. And yay. And then Arcane, you do get hit for excellent damage and roll your endurance if you take damage. What was that?
I was going to say, I think she had her force field up, didn't she? Or did she not?
She was going to use her force field on the devices on the Caravan, but she couldn't see
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
And I didn't put it on myself at that point.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's too bad. Hey, yellow feet though.
Yeah, so you're not stunned. That's great. But it hurts. I mean, you just feel like every nerve ending just is alive all of a sudden.
Definitely put that force field up.
Then I do that.
And then please give me an initiative roll, everyone.
Did she go? Oh yeah, yeah. She sniped the biker.
Yep,
All right.
there's only 3 bikers left.
Did I do that wrong?
We rolled at the same time, so it came in late.
Okay, so it will be
Did it come in? Oh yeah, I did. I got 7.
Yeah,
Okay, there we
that's-
go. Right. Yeah, I got a 7. Okay.
Paragon. Please give me a intuition roll. This is a perception roll. It's not an energy thing or anything like that. Excellent. Okay, so while you have just taken the person off the bike, everybody else has done their little part. You notice this yellow kind of pool kind of
Yeah.
sort of form around your feet. And then just a part of it just lunges up at your face and hits you square in the jaw. And that will be remarkable physical damage. And if it does any damage, please roll stun.
It does not. My armor skin is remarkable.
Okay, excellent. That happened. But it doesn't say anything, and you didn't even hear it. It was very fast. And so now that will be Ozone and Arcane go at the same time. Whoever has the higher intuition goes first.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to see if you saw what happened to Paragon, please roll your perception. Otherwise, you're all kind of distracted with your own little fights.
We'll do that. I got a yellow and she got a white.
You are going to have to say sweet, sweet nothings to your child so that it likes you next time.
Yeah, big time.
You rolled twice.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
No, you rolled once and it came up twice.
That's weird. I'm assuming we take the first one.
Bug
Yeah,
report.
I mean, I personally would say just take the better one.
Yeah, but
Well,
that
it
is the
came up
better one.
first.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay. So far, Talon has seen what has happened, and
Ozone.
Ozone has seen what happened as well, that Paragon has been attacked. So it is still Arcane and Ozone's action.
Okay, so Paragon looks fine.
Yeah, he seems rather unfazed. He's kind of looking at this yellow mass that just punched him in the face.
All right, I guess I'll just take out some bikers.
Yeah, 3 bikers left. And the officers are starting to get themselves together and getting out of their vehicles, which will either make them targets or helpful.
Go to the next one and do an outside punch. Take him off the bike.
Okay.
Yellow. Slam. 30 damage.
What was the damage?
30.
Excellent, thank you. He goes, just get totally clotheslined by him so much so that he goes flying back in the direction he came from. But the bike keeps going. And then Arcane Avenger, you are up. There are 2 bikers left.
Oh.
I'd like to go for one of them with a
All right.
energy bolt.
Yay.
And down for the count, stunned. These guys are lightweights.
Gee, just dash our hopes and dreams of being impressive.
I suspect it's only going to be worse. There's going to be someone else
is.
coming along.
Very impressive to the outside person. However,
It is
I can
absolutely,
still-
please.
I can still use my power, so I'm going to use my energy to manipulation to steer the bike away from any person that might be hurt,
Okay.
unless it's a biker.
There's one biker left. I mean, if you want to try to steer it in that, that's another kind of attack when you say.
Just steer it away. Yeah. There you go. I shut it off. I just
Wonderful.
shut the electrical current off, so it goes.
Brilliant. Just goes a little bit further and flops to the side. And then that
Yeah.
puts Talon up.
So all the bikers are taken down.
There's one biker left.
Oh, and then I'll go after the last one.
Okay.
I'll do the repeats. I'll come swoop down and pull the I'm Talon Hawk.
One of you is going to hear this.
Yeah, right. I got a yellow that time.
All right. And he is down for the count. You guys suck. Not you guys, them. They suck.
Yeah.
Okay, now Rod, you are up. Paragon.
All right, so I have this yellow ooze on the ground that just attacked me. So, I guess I'm basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and do an energy pulse. Just
Okay.
I'm not going to do it as a directed blast. I'm just trying to do it as an area so it has less chance to try and dodge it.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make sure I don't damage the vehicle at the
Okay.
same time. So taking that into account.
Is this that Amber character
And
we
then
heard about?
this is a ranged attack. I'll use
Could
my.
be.
What's that?
He asked if this was the Amber person. I said it could be.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to burn that 15 karma you gave us earlier.
Brilliant. With a yellow feed. Wonderful. So you do not harm the vehicles. So your pulse goes off and you notice the yellow mass is kind of like splatters out like spilled ink, but it seems to stop and then it snaps back. And initiative again, everyone.
Okay.
Did roll for.
Roll for it.
No,
Dang
roll.
it.
Two L's.
And 6 twice in a row.
I got an 8 that time.
Woohoo!
Oh, 5. Whew. It's not a 2.
Wow, nobody really rolled very well, did
Rolled
they?
an 8.
Yeah, congratulations. Go for it. Talon, what are you gonna do? You notice that this goo has just been exploded but snapped back and seems generally unaffected.
Falcon Punch.
Yeah, I'll mention the goo. I'll go towards the goo and see if I can do anything. I don't know what I can do exactly. Can I try to contain it in my hand? Like, how big is this goo?
It is, well, it's kind of hard to tell. It is moving and shifting. It would say it seems to be of a human mass, at least. The equivalent of human mass.
Well, I'll just keep doing what I've been doing, then I'll swoop down and see if I can grab it.
Okay, go for it.
All right. This time I'll skip the intro.
Skip the intro.
Yeah, I'm
You would
telling.
have gotten the yellow feed, but you skipped the intro.
Right, yeah, I gotta say, I'm telling. I got a green.
Okay. So you swoop down and you slash into it and get your grip on it, but when you pull back, it just kind of oozes out between your fingers like a liquid, like you would expect.
Ooh.
But you swear you hear it mutter "damn" when you do that. Let's see who goes next. Damn. Paragon, the ooze lashes out at you again, but you just slip out of the way rather casually. It's like, oh, I saw that coming.
Yeah, I do the Matumbo. No, no, no.
Okay, so that puts so that is Paragon then who goes next, correct? Paragon and Paragon, then Ozone, then Arcane.
I'll yell out to Arcane Avenger. I'll say, Arcane Avenger, bottle this thing. And I will try and do a pulse to try and stun it right beforehand.
Okay.
Let's see here. Give me see here. Copy that. I'm not going to worry about burning karma because I'm feeling lucky. And got a green.
All right, very nice. It does indeed do the same if we're going for the pulse, correct? Like you did before? Exactly. Okay. So the same result happens. You definitely, it scatters out and then it reaches the point and snaps back together again. That then puts Ozone up. No.
It's me and her at the same time.
Yes, both of you at the same time.
I'm gonna try to assist her with electrical manipulation.
Okay.
By, dampening the ooze's neural paths if it has any.
Okay.
Good call.
Green.
Very nice. Very nice. She gets a -1 column shift to her actions.
Okay. And I'm going to try to bottle it up with my
All
force field.
right. Okay. Just give me an agility roll for targeting, really.
Okay. So I got to go look that up. Okay. Can I use karma just in case?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll do that. Ah!
That is ridiculous. That is unacceptable. That is wildly unacceptable.
Hey, can we, since she spent karma, this is really her first session. Can you just say she was spending for green? Because she's only
I'm totally
like
fine
5
with
off.
that. Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. If everyone else is okay as well.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
So you get your force field over and it caps, and you just notice this liquid just starts whipping around it in the inside. Like a mad thing. It's rather insane. So you will have initiative again. Right, that was the last one. Everybody won. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So rolling again?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Damn it, Jason, you know what to type. Stop doing it wrong.
Hey, another 8.
And I'm rolling worse. Good gosh, man.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, look at that. So the mass just keeps spinning around the force field and it's probing just all the edges. You can clearly see it's trying to find its way out, but it must find a manhole or a crack as you notice it pours down through the road. And then that puts Arcane up. Arcane, you are up.
Not sure what to do.
Get out or no?
Yeah. Did it?
Yeah, she's leaking through the cracks in the ground through the street, which would put her into the sewers. So
what I've got is like an energy disc that I can slide up under her to try to lift her back up.
okay.
Okay.
All right,
I'm not sure
that's
what
an
RX is.
interesting one.
Is that a prescription?
I'm trying to tell Rod to send you some Percocet.
I know, right?
Just can't
Damn.
win.
So you are able to get it up underneath her and it lifts, but she just pours off of it like the liquid form that she is, and you just see the last bit of her trail through the cracks in the ground. And that gives everybody 50 karma.
Oh, I'll take that.
And the rest of the police that are there, and you can hear sirens in the distance on their way now. Wrap up the rest of the individuals quite quickly. They take care of them for you, cuff them up, get them tucked away, if you will. Just so you guys know, it was never really expected that you were going to catch her. She is, I guess in game terms, she's kind of a higher tier villain. But I just wanted to introduce her to you guys as a sort of goal to get later.
Yeah, recurring. I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. just as long as nobody felt sort of robbed in that situation. It's just a little dry run for everyone, get us into shape, and see how
No,
feel
no,
about
we got our
everything.
share of thugs. We're good.
Good deal. We like
Yeah,
that.
I felt like a real hero when I took out a couple motorcyclists. Like,
Visually, I thought everything was spectacular and fun. I think you guys did really well. So, of course, you know, the dice pot is the great equalizer.
Yeah.
I think
all
we
get
need to
the
form a
same dice
common
pot.
pool.
Yeah, if you
do
guys
that.
want to do that, you are more than welcome to do that as a group. What was I going to say? So Night Watcher is thrilled with you guys. He is just absolutely excited. He thinks you guys did a great job. But he promises that he'll keep feelers out for Amber and see if they can track her down, because he knows that she is a very high priority. And unfortunately for me, I completely forgot that Night Watch's little thug guy was there, and I forgot to have him participate. My bad.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that
He got
myself.
knocked out in the fight.
yeah.
He was batting cleanup, you know, just make sure everybody was tied down
Yeah.
after you hit them.
He was making a TikTok of it.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Yes, yes.
Guys are gonna go viral so fast.
He's now our unofficial PR man.
Yeah. He's our snapper car.
Oh.
Snappity snap, snap.
I love it. I love it. So that is all that I have for tonight.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was a good introduction. Lovely.
Yeah, they're very much so.
Yeah,
yeah,
I like
excellent.
that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, next time. So I'm going to kind of focus on what this sort of, you know, something is clearly going to happening in Philadelphia with this Amber and whoever has attempted to rescue her. So that will be sort of the undercurrent plot, if you will.
So
Just so we can.
So we will, of course, I'll introduce myself to the police as and making sure that none of the police were injured. Like the one that was tased, I'll go ahead and do a use my cosmic energy to heal him. That way he doesn't end up going to the hospital. So I mean that'll give him back 40 health if he needs it.
Oh, brilliant! He's very happy about that.
The brother doesn't have 40 health.
Yeah.
Really, he's just like, oh,
Well, yeah,
he's
to be
super
fair.
strong.
Yeah.
I mean, considering everybody's just knocked out with one.
Yeah, no doubt. So
So in typical Philly style, the police receive you with that kind of emotional ambiguity that makes you walk away going, did I do a good thing or a bad thing? And why do I feel dirty?
Oh, can I steal one of their bikes?
Yes, absolutely.
Because I want to check it out and see if it's high tech or what.
Oh,
kind
if any of you choose to actually investigate the folks, please give me a intuition roll if you're
Sure.
actually going to.
I'll go ahead and do that. I'm a detective.
and actually I
Yeah.
have forensics, so I don't know if that will help in this one.
Yeah, sure. You can look them over with some forensics. Why not?
Okay.
I got it.
Oh yeah, criminal evidence. So yeah.
I got a yellow.
See here.
Brilliant. Yeah, Arcane just blew you all away.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
For the most part, they all look like pretty standard thugs. None of them have ID on them. Let's see. So we have Paragon and Talon. You do find some incriminating marks like tattoos and stuff like that. But Arcane, you find that all of them have the same double helix tattoo. It's just two helixes laid over each other.
Mhm.
And no one has heard of them for 15 years.
Okay, I'll let everybody know what it is.
Okay. And so that should send a little bit of terror into Ozone over there.
you'd think that people from the double helix would not be flat scans like these guys.
Hmm.
Well, you know, everybody has to use pawns.
That's true.
Very true.
Yeah, they actually, Night Watcher says they could have been working to get those powers, actually. I would say they failed at this point, but that's just me.
I think we should interrogate them and find out what other things they know.
Well, we're not licensed to do that, but
Yeah,
hopefully
true.
if we have a contact with the police department, they will keep us in the loop.
Look at the closest detective. As we're discussing this. Can we?
He's just shaking his head. He's just shaking his head no.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Night Watcher says he'll work on getting us to contact in the police department if he can. He's not sure if it's possible, but you know.
Gotcha. Now, now I do have so I'm not saying this out loud right now, but just a reminder, Jason, I do have a contact with the a Pennsylvania senator.
Oh, okay, so if you wanted to, you could bring that in at some point. I don't know if you'd want to use that contact right this moment, but
No, I don't. I'm just saying that might help us down the road if we do need to try and get any kind of legitimacy into what we're doing.
absolutely, absolutely. So I like that, and that'll just have to, be on you when you're ready to initiate that, as if you approve of really what's going on and what you guys are doing. So
Okay,
yeah, I'm all for it.
gotcha.
And so there you go.
Well, thank you. I'm
Okay.
glad everybody survived so far.
Yeah, me too.
We didn't have any embarrassing moments.
Minimal.
Yeah, no embarrassing
injuries.
moments. A few mind-boggling whites in there, more than usual, but hey, we'll get over that. Jasmine, it was a delight to meet you and to play with you. I'm very glad
Same
that
here.
you're able to join. And I'm looking forward to our next session, guys. Hopefully,
Yeah, me too.
Same
Thank you,
here.
everybody.
next one is Will's game, and the one after that is back to Philadelphia, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the plan.
All right,
So
brilliant.
Will, your
Sounds
game
good.
is 2 weeks from now, or
Ooh,
Will, your game is 2 weeks from now?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
right. Okay, guys, take it
And
easy.
that's
Have a
bang
good
along.
one.
Hey,
And
you
I'll
guys
see
take
you
care.
next time.
Same bat time,
Bye.
same bat channel. Wait, that's copyright.
Yeah, and on
Yeah.
time, boys.
Same Talon Hawk
Jeez.
time, same Talon Hawk schedule.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Later, everyone. Technically this is a live stream. If anyone's still here, allow me to entertain. Sorry, just gonna bring it up. Well, everybody, that was a fun session. If anybody actually stayed to watch, I think I'm just going to sign off.